Hi there. I'm I'm gonna speak in English, even if this is a matter that regards the Dutch national team, La Arancia Mecánica. Um, we saw a few years ago when England played the final against Italy in the Euros, where three black players missed the penalty. That there was a big negative reaction with a lot of racist abuse, online abuse especially, which is obviously ridiculous. But the same is happening and happened right after the match with the Netherlands against Morocco as well, where Timber Kluivert and Somerville couldn't score from the 11 meters. Now, we can start throwing mud at each other, which I've chosen not to do. But I definitely want to, first of all, support these incredible players that have had the courage to go and take their responsibility to shoot one of the penalties. I've been through the same situation as well. I missed a few penalties in my career with the Dutch national team. There was no social media then, but I felt what was happening and the reactions, and it has had a big impact on my career, even with the national team. Perception on stuff that should not matter at all when we talk about football. I'm proud of these guys. It's always easier to criticize who takes responsibility than actually the ones who did not take responsibility. But that aside now, we're living in a society, we're living in a world where hate and trying to divide, people and putting your own frustrations into all kinds of packages and throwing them at others. And I don't want to be part of that. I actually want to encourage togetherness. I want to encourage fairness and courage actually to stand up for what is right. Yes, I will be definitely checking who is staying silent, because the ones who are silent are actually part of the problem. And this is for everybody, from the players, the group of players, the coaches, the federation, who is already taking some actions, FIFA, all the institutions, the politicians in the Netherlands, real actions. It's enough. It's time to take some serious, proper actions to punish those who behave in this way. Racism, discrimination should not have any place in our society, and we know that not everybody is a racist and not everybody discriminates. But what is a big issue that I've seen over the years is that even the people who have a good heart but don't speak out against these type of behaviors and people are part of the problem. And I think it's time for the Dutch society and beyond, whether it's Belgium, France, Germany, the European countries especially, and I don't want to go beyond that, to take a stand. Take a stand for what is right. Take a stand for who you want to be. Take a stand for the values you want to represent. Being in silent cannot be. It's not about these three players. I'm not talking, it's obvious. They will get full support, all my love, and I think for many, many people. But it's bigger. This is just a reminder that certain things have not changed yet. And it's about what kind of position do we take to really show, not only to the victims, but to those who have maybe some idea to go in that direction as well and to do certain things that should not be. It's time. It's time. I've seen some actions going in the right direction, but the Netherlands has been leading in many things in the world. I think it's about time that the Netherlands, as a country, as a nation, shows the world that we are also bold when it comes to fighting for the rights of others, that of the victims, when it comes to racism and discrimination. We are a very smart country. A lot of incredible things have been created from the Netherlands, but there's a history, and that history needs to be looked into the eye. Not with hate, but with the understanding that if we don't take conscious action to change the direction of where society is heading more and more, things won't change. And I also believe that the white people need to feel the responsibility that the representation of yourself is the right one. As I said, when black people and people of color and people of other ethnic backgrounds are discriminated and abused racially, they will come out and say things, and then we have always that victim kind of card that I don't like to play. Especially when we talk about sports, you can win and you can lose. And unfortunately, we've seen too many times that bad losers come out in a way that there's no shame. But I feel this shame that in 2026 we are still dealing with the same stuff that I had to face and many before me had to face. Representing a country, representing with pride a country where you grew up. And I think it's time for serious actions. I'm leaving the question with you. What can you do to make a difference? What can you do to make this society better? What can you do to make the world better? Every little bit can help. So, it has been a long day, but I wanted to get this out of my chest. And obviously this is not everything I have to say, but I think it's what I feel is the most important thing to say.